Here's some miscellaneous buttons that I'm not going to do separate videos on. First of all, check formats. If you check some number of these boxes here, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Rescan the directory. It should rescan the directory down in /home, your name, /str-zippy/videos, as it just did. Anyway, so if you add a new video to the directory, it won't show up here automatically. You have to do a rescan, and it will rescan the directory, and it will put it in its correct order. The order is the way it would, the way it shows up on the directory. You can alphabetize them from A to Z, Z to A, from new to old, or old to new. All right, you can sort these videos. And how many videos I've got? 21 rows here. You see the number of rows. I'm on this run through 12. If I scroll down, you're going to see 13 through 24. See? And keep going. Well, that's it. I've only got 24. So scroll up. Used to be able to do it by the rolling, but I got rid of that because it was confusing. It didn't really work all that well. This button right here on each one of these moves a video to the top or the bottom. So let me get rid of those and just click this. Move to the top with the left click, move to the bottom with the right click of the list. So I'm going to hit a left click here, and you see it move to the top. Ordering these things can be important, of course, when you're merging videos together. You can drag them too. So I can drag this one, and you see the little plus sign right next to the hand drag. That means it's ready to drop. Okay, the question mark video thing here gives you information about the video itself, what its dimensions are, frame rate, and an internal time base. All right, so that's those buttons. That's where which I had to go to. So I guess I cleared all these buttons here. The scroll up from, select all, obviously, select all the buttons. And unfortunately, I don't have an clear all. There it is. Yeah, we'll clear them all. If I select one or more than one, and I hit delete, you've seen me do that on other videos. It deletes the video. I don't want to delete anything at the moment. You can go into that directory and move files in, move files out, manage it in the usual fashion. But all right, so we've done all those, and now we go back to the question, some of these down here. Don't play with the screen encoder it's used for. It's not really working yet. Well, it does work, but it's complicated. It encodes the screen. It scrapes the screen for possible transmission on a video broadcast. Okay, so check, how-to videos, they're not in there yet. Screen encoder, don't recommend it. I'm not going to click it. I don't know what will come up at the moment. View log brings up that log if there's anything in it, and you have to dismiss it to get rid of it. Check formats. That's to find out if the videos are compatible with one another. So I'll just select several here, and I'll say check format, and it says no problems. Let's see. Let me see. Clear all. Let's check one here, and I know this one's a different ratio. Okay, 670. These are 720 by 480, and now check formats. Yeah, it's giving you that there's a difference, and not very clear. I should probably clean that up, but it's pointing out that one of them versus the other one. Unfortunately, the other one's full name didn't come out, but nonetheless, the other video was the one up above. All right, so the formats didn't match. I'll have to work on that. I didn't realize it was an error. Okay, done those. Update times. If you've done something and altered the time, sometimes you need to do an update. It'll just go through there and update all these times. Let's see, rescan directory. We've done that. Restart the player. Otherwise, the player starts where you left off. So if I'm playing this video, and I say hold player, notice where the ball is. Okay. So and if I hit, I don't know which one I was playing. Oh, there it is. Play right here. Play it again. You'll notice it start up where left off. Okay. If I say restart player, it'll go back to the beginning. I hope that came through the audio. But in other words, when I'll say it again. When you halt the player, it remembers where it was. If you start the video again, it'll pick up from where it was. Restarting the player causes it to go back to the beginning, which very often you want. Sometimes you want to pick up where you left off. So anyway, rescan directory, crop video we've done. Insert text we will do in another video. Overlay clip we're going to do in another video. And settings, we do that now. This is the playback speed. When you're playing a video, it's going to have a playback speed. Normally it's 1, normal. You can have videos playback faster or slower if you want to. This affects the audio meters. You can fool with them, but it shows funny things if you do. So anyway, there's the audio control here. I'm not going to fool with it. You can fiddle with it as you want, and I'll probably change it anyway. The other one is what happens when you hit pause. Normally, when I'm playing the video, just get a frame. But let me go to 4 frames, and I will now go to play a video here, the same one that I've been using. All right. Now you see 4 frames. And this is the first. It's at 6.90. This is the next one, which is at 7.40. This next one here is at 7.90, and this next one here is at 8.40. So they are half a second apart. So if you want to do a mark start, mark end, and you want to pick an explicit frame, this is how you can do it. I could pick this as the start frame, and I could pick this as the end frame. Now this would be, 2-second video. It won't work, but well, because the transition times are longer than that. By default, things there's a transition starting up and starting down. But if I advance down here, if I move forward, you'll see the stills advance, and I'm clicking the button down here, the forward button, and it catches up with me. Yes. But yeah, so you can still your way through it. And I go, I forget what that is. That's like 2 seconds forward. Anyway, that's what those do. Another thing I didn't mention down here is we get the start, and this button will take you back to whatever the starting point was you selected. Right now, the starting point is 6.9. And that'll take, well, I'm already basically there. Yeah, now you see 690 is the first one up there. The end is at 840. Go to end. I'm not going to. This is the fade out, fade in. When you crop a video, there'll be a fade in and a fade out, unless you make these 0. And by default, they're 1 second. Okay. Creating a clip is when you've set the start and the end, that'll create the clip. And these all have tool tips if you mouse over them, as you can see. Preview a clip. This will allow you to see a crop video without actually making the video. Halt the player stops the player. Halt FFmpeg stops any FFmpeg background things. Sometimes they go run away because they're detached tasks. All right, so I guess we've done all of those buttons. And so the settings there, by default, it's just a C1. It's not going to switch over until I actually change it. But yeah, so sometimes you want to see 4 frames, so the default is 1 frame. It's a little more overhead to do 4 frames, especially on a slow machine. So, you see the way you jump. If I hit pause again, you'll see it go back to 1 frame. All right, so those are some of the miscellaneous ones. I guess over here, I think I had 1 or 2. Oh, this one, inject a filter. I wouldn't recommend doing it. It gives you details there of how to do it. Essentially, the tooltip, I can't mouse over the tooltip. But anyway, it runs FFmpeg with your input file and an output file, and your filter goes in between. So if you want to get a little risky, you can do your own FFmpeg filters, and it will set one up and do it for you. All right, what else didn't I do here? I think I did that. Oh, the join no transition. That just locks 2 things together, and it will sometimes lock together things that are joined together, 2 videos that have different characteristics, and the results can be quite unpleasant. But nonetheless, it just duct tapes them together. I think I did everything else on here. Oh, a snapshot. If you've got a video, you can hit snapshot, and it will go into SGR videos/videos/stills. There'll be a snapshot if you do create stills. It'll create stills from the entire video, as it was shown in one of the other videos on this thing. So those are the miscellaneous ones. I guess I've covered them all, and I will do the other ones I mentioned in other videos.